Oh my goodness. You are having your glow up. Your light is shining brighter than ever. And I see and feel and hear that you are getting a glimpse of this. And it's a clear reflection of the work that you have been doing, the person that you have become now, who you wish you were last year, 2 years ago. And now you're starting to recognize all the work and effort and your patience is starting to pay off. You're becoming in more alignment with your highest timeline. And it's not just you feeling this, it's other people around you. Maybe you've noticed people looking at you a little bit more, people being kinder to you, kind gestures, more smiles towards your way. Maybe the people around you are starting to shift, and you're taking note of that. All of a sudden, issues you had with your parents or your relationship they're dissolving. They're starting to recognize that they need to better themselves in order to be in a clear, healthier relationship with you. And this is all directly because of the inner work that you are doing, and it is reflecting to your outer reality. This is the message that you are supposed to hear today, needed to hear today, that it's paying off. And you're getting closer and closer to the greatest version of yourself. And the thing about this is it's time to let yourself bask in the present moment and showing gratitude to where you are at this moment. You beautiful soul, like right now is the time to embrace what you've become. Because it's only a matter of time before you become that other thing. And you're going to continue putting in consistent action towards this. What's important is that you stay here in the present moment, because the moment you start to compare yourself to the version of you that you are not yet, and I think you're starting to realize this, that every time you do that, it reaps away that pleasure and satisfaction and gratitude of the present moment. You can look in towards the future and meditate yourself into those feelings of what is it like to fully be that version, and bring those feelings here. And you can act as if you are this version, and you've been doing some of that. Have you not? Have you not been envisioning that life that you truly desire? And you've been taking action as that version? Because here's something I want to point out. And this is a strong mindset to understand, is that a lot of the times people who don't really believe in meditation, and maybe you've had people that you've triggered who don't understand you, who haven't fully grasped the concept of where you are heading and what you are doing, and they're not very spiritual. I mean, they can be sciencey, but quantum physics is also proving a lot of this stuff. My point is people who are triggered by your light and who you are and who you're becoming in your whole life, it's because within them, they're seeing a reflection of who they can be, and it's triggering. It's a scary thing. Sometimes people suppress who they are, and they see other people living in that freedom and enjoyment and excitement and love, and they're like, dude, they must be crazy. That's because they're not allowing themselves to live up to that version. That's why they're triggered. There's something within that they're looking at that bothers them, because they're not doing it themselves. And I used to look at other YouTubers and they would speak like this, and channel messages and energy and all this other stuff. And I'd be triggered, because I'm I want to be doing that. Why am I not doing that? I have natural, intuitive gifts, abilities, all this stuff. I'm not a people-pleasing empath anymore. I'm a healed empath. And not fully healed. Life is going to still keep happening, and there'll be things I'll have to continue healing. So the healing is never going to be complete because there's always going to be new levels, same freaking devils. And we just get better and better on how to handle those situations. Now, before I get too off topic here, the point I want to make is if it's okay to trigger people by your light, you are repelling those that aren't meant for you, because you will never ever attract the audience that is not meant for you. And if they are attracted to you and they're there for a time being, it's because there's a benefit to get. Maybe you're going to learn how to set boundaries better. Maybe you needed to expose them to information that they just needed the exposure as that first stepping stone. Then later another person exposes them, and another, and eventually they realize, I want to make that shift and be like that. That's what it took for me. So when you are envisioning this version of you that you want to be, stay in the present moment. And people who don't understand this, what I want to make sure you get is when you look into the past, and you can tell this to people if they don't understand what meditation is or envisioning, or trying to manifest things really actually incorporates the vibration of lack, like you don't already have it. So it's important, and I'll get to that in a second, it's important to wipe that future outcome and wipe it after you envision it. Just have the feelings of what it feels like. And it's usually, you're no longer in scarcity. You're no longer in lack of abundance. You now feel love. Like, it's not the relationship that you're looking for. And most of the time people will, and you may have dated people that aren't very healthy for you in the past because you wanted that feeling of love. It's not really them that you loved. They probably didn't treat you very well, but it's that feeling that you were attached to. So when we look back, and here's where I'm heading, is when we look back into those feelings of the past, and we look at those negative times, if we haven't really accepted them and connected the dots and look at the benefits and the positive outcome we've gotten from it, because we've evolved. If we're looking back in the past and looking at that pain and it's triggering us, and I can't believe what they did to me type stuff, and this distrust, you're bringing all those feelings into the present moment. And then you start acting from that present moment. You can get depressed, you can get sad, you maybe meet the lover of your life, the most beautiful person at the gym, and because you thought about the past this morning and you set your vibration off in the wrong direction and you're missed out of alignment, you just missed your shot because you weren't as energized, you weren't happy, like something was wrong. Like, your beliefs and your thoughts and your emotions are going to affect your day to day. Even in sales, if you're not having a good day, you're probably not going to, all sales is really just chatting someone up, finding out what their need is, and having fun. And then offering the product or service that you have. Except if you're not feeling good, you're not going to sell very well. You're not going to be able to have fun because you're not happy. And if you're not happy, you're not going to make anybody else happy. So it's a clear reflection that the past feelings and emotions, if we bring them here into the present, we will act as if we are that. So what is so wrong, or if somebody's calling you delusional, what's delusional about bringing the feelings from the future that hasn't happened yet into bringing it here now? It's the same thing. Looking back at the past and bringing the feelings from the past to here now is also delusional. So don't let, you beautiful soul, do not let people tell you you're delusional for believing something so strongly and being highly motivated towards that version of you. And now when you do and are aiming towards this version of you, which you know you're heading towards, when a little bit of that outcome or timeline shows up, and it's usually going to show up to be better than what you could imagine. That's why it's important to wipe out the envision. You bring the feelings, but you wipe out the future, because it always turns out better than you can imagine. And if you have a specific view of how it should turn out, then you're comparing to the now moment and you're reaping yourself of that vision. Like, well, you're of what can possibly happen, because you're like, it's not happening yet. It's not happening this way. It's supposed to happen this way. And if you keep doing that, you're comparing to the vision that you had. Except if you keep allowing and being grateful for what keeps showing up, you will keep seeing more and more, and eventually you'll see, holy crap, this turned out better than I expected. This partner, this lover is even better than even more beautiful than I could have imagined. So sometimes we have to let physical reality do its thing. So it's so important to be graceful and at peace and at ease, and being thankful for what shows up and accepting the now moment, whether if it's good or bad. Because if it's showing up in your vibratorial physical reality, it's there for a reason. And it's showing you always more of what you prefer and what you don't prefer in your reality. That's why setting boundaries with people, places, and things, it's so important. That's why you say, I don't prefer this. I'm not going to go there. Friends calling me up. I got to drive an hour or two to go to their birthday party. I don't want to do that. I love you very much, friend. I don't want to drive. You got to set boundaries with where you want to be. And people-pleasing people isn't going to make you more likable. All that's going to happen is they're going to fall in love with a version of you that gives them everything. And you might already know this. And that's why your energy is shining and people are seeing you, the true lighthouse that you are, because you've been doing this inner work. You've been setting boundaries. You've been creating healthier habits. All the work you're putting in, you're seeing that direct reflection in your reality. Law of reflection. You are seeing who you are being in this moment. And there is only ever now. Because an hour ago, it was still now. An hour from now, it's still going to be now. And right now, it's still now. It doesn't matter what time frame you're looking at. An hour ago, when I was there, it was still now. And right now is now. It's only going to be now. The future or the past doesn't exist. Only now does. So keep that with you. And don't compare yourself to that future if it's not showing up exactly 100% the way you envisioned it. Keep walking with those feelings of safety, security. And that's all you ever want when it comes to finances. Freedom. Financial freedom. A partner, a relationship, love, that feeling of love. Give that to yourself now. Be in love and take care of yourself. Feel those feelings with a gratitude and warmth from your heart. Because when you're happy, you're vibrating happy. And people can feel that. That is how your reality responds. And I think you're getting not quick, maybe a long-term realization to get there. Except it's happening and it's here and now. Are you excited, babe? Because I am. I'm so excited for you. Now let's see this real quick. Let's see, because I haven't read this one today. It's my tea thing. It's the Yogi Elderberry one. Oh, and today I made sure I didn't read it so I could read it on the camera, see if it aligns. You let your need be to help those in need. And you know how you can help people that are in need is by you showing up consistently as who you are. 100% you. Placing your boundaries because you are exposing people to the real you. You're showing healthy habits. You're shining. You're taking care of yourself. You're a prime example by taking care of yourself, and your universe will reflect back to you other people who are also taking care of themselves. And I'm pretty sure we all want to be in a healthy relationship with people who take care of themselves. So let your need be to help those in need. And the only way you can serve the world in a deep and meaningful way is by helping yourself first. That's how trauma bonds form, when people have not been doing the work and they haven't been healing, and they want to help other people because it fulfills them, but they're still struggling. And then at the end of the day, it's like you're burnt out, you're cooked, you're an egg, you're scrambled, you're boiled, you're poached, and you're still trying to be sunny side up. So I've been like that for a long time in my life, till I finally found the right things for me, the right habits, the right beliefs, the right focus, the right mindset for me to keep living a fulfilled life and showing up like this for you. So if you're watching this on TikTok, follow me on YouTube before they shut this down. And I hope you have a beautiful, amazing, alchemizing day. You are on the right path. You're living in alignment. You're starting to become that thing. Stay in the present. I'm so proud of you. If you watch this far, believe me, I am very proud of you. And time for you to be proud of yourself. And I think you're already feeling that. And it's reflecting. So have an alchemizing day. And namaste, you beautiful cosmic soul. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.